Alright, so this is a bit of a random video, but I hope it actually becomes a series because I'm interested in doing this. It is basically naming all the countries on Earth, or at least like officially recognized ones, I guess. And before you say it, yeah, okay, I copied from Jack Sucks at Life. Okay, yeah, this is where I got the idea. In fact, I actually recorded myself doing this 2 years earlier, and I think I learned all of the countries on Earth. Right? I learned all of them. Here's some old footage of me going through shit. Yeah, amazing mic quality. Yeah. But I did this back in, as you can see, 2022. Damn, 2 years ago. So it's been genuinely 2 years. So I pretty much remember nothing. So I want to keep doing this until I actually learn all of the countries on Earth. But to make it a bit more interesting, I'm not just gonna remember their names. You know why? Because like eventually we'll forget about it, right? In fact, let's just start, why not? I don't care about the time. Can I actually remove the timer? Of course it's easy to memorize every country there is, but I've already learned this before. But at this point I've forgotten because, you know, I'm just memorizing for the sake of memorizing, right? I think we should also like learn a thing or two about the countries involved. Yeah, so let's actually give my first run in about 2 years, right? So why not start from the west? Or I don't care. Russia, China. Let's get rid of the, you know, famous ones first. USA, Canada, Afghanistan. Yep, the safest country on earth. Pakistan, a close second. Sri Lanka, Madagascar, Australia's pet dog, I guess. Okay, that is probably the most offensive thing I've ever said, and we are 2 minutes in. That is crazy. Mexico. I'll just do it. Yeah, don't say too much. Don't tell me it's like Bosnia-Herzegovina or something. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Okay, Norway. Right now, 20. Okay, 20. Not bad. South Africa. Sudan. Yeah, things are going down there. South Sudan. Eritrea. Lesotho. Or Lesotho, I don't. Brazil, yep, one of the big boys. Argentina, everyone's favorite football country. Uruguay. Damn, Chile, Honduras. Yeah, there you go. El Salvador is the one. Yeah, Dominican. Wait, what? What about Dominican Republic? Is that different? Oh wow, that is evil. Okay. Haiti, that's the one right next to it, right? Jamaica, Colombia. Okay, that sucks. Venezuela. Oh my god, this is gonna be a common theme, huh? Saudi Arabia, UAE, Oman, Yemen, Israel, Ireland, Switzerland. Wow, what was that? I'm sorry. Like Mongolia, Taiwan, Malaysia, Bhutan, Kazakhstan. There's a lot of those. There's a lot of stands, you know. Armenia, Georgia. Okay, we are not doing too bad, you know. Papua New Guinea. Oh, this one's spelling is insane, bro. In fact, the reason why I remember it is because of how hard the spelling is, that's why. Okay. Oh boy, I think I've almost hit. Oh yeah, Guyana. French Guyana? Oh. Yeah, I think I'll call it quits there. That's quite a few countries, actually. There is more, but I think, like, you get the general gist, right? Egypt. Okay, we'll call it there. That's around... Okay, around 10 minutes in. Oh, shit. I've gotten around 90 countries. Yeah, so that's a good amount. That's a good amount. Clearly nowhere close to my former glory, but hey, we'll take it. First one, you know. Shows you everything. Wow. Oh, wow, I did miss quite a few. Okay, you know what? I just got an idea of how this will be done. We'll have like 7 episodes or something, right? This being the first episode, let's learn like one continent here. Countries of Antarctica? That place has freaking countries in it? Okay. You know what? Yeah, fine. The first continent we are gonna learn is Antarctica. We're gonna learn a thing or two about it. Oh wow. Okay, I literally just clicked play, so I won. Okay, Antarctica. I mean, I feel like pretty much literally everyone knows about Antarctica, so we might be doing 2 continents in this episode. Let's go. So let's try another continent. Africa is definitely gonna be the hardest one. It has the most countries and, you know, yeah, that alone is gonna make it the hardest. Let's go for... In fact, since, you know... Alright. Let's try learning all the countries in Oceania. Right? You said it, brother. Damn, since this is what I started with 2 years back, let's do it for this one. Right, let's actually start. We know the big boy, Australia, the land that doesn't exist. The flat earthers would approve that message. New Zealand, a lot of sheep, I think, right? Sheep. Then I pretty much have no Micronesia. Okay, now it's just memory, muscle memory, you know. Marshall Island? Oh wow, the fact I remember that is insane, okay. Kiribati? Why is my memory starting to... Yo! Okay, so like, when I was checking the whole map, I just blank, right? Meanwhile, when you zone in, for some reason my memory just starts to pick up again. I don't know why. Let's give up there, let's give up there. Australia, we don't need to know more about it. Kangaroos, that sort of thing. Spiders, massive ones. New Zealand, some sheep, I think. In fact, let's start with New Zealand. New Zealand is an island country in the southwestern Pacific Ocean. It consists of 2 main land masses, the North Island and the South Island. Okay, that's... In fact, yeah, I kind of remember. The North was smaller, but it had more people. Meanwhile, the South had, you know, less people, but was bigger. Okay, that's all you pretty much need to know about New Zealand, I guess. The reason why I'm skipping these 2 is because I kind of know them, so... If you don't know them, you can watch like Real Life Flow, that sort of thing. Let's check out Papua New Guinea next, you know? Control C, yep. It seems like a lot of political stuff is happening there. Yeah, bloodshed, at least 64 killed. Cannibals of Papua New Guinea. Okay, geography now, they seem to be a pretty, you know, reliable source of info geo-wise. Let's check it out.
Do you believe dinosaurs exist? Well, if you want to try and find one, Papua New Guinea is probably your best bet.
Oh wow, okay. I'll just keep the highlights.
To the land of meaning that at its narrowest, Papua New Guinea is only about 4 kilometers away from Australia. It is part of the largest nation in the oceanic subregion known as Melanesia. The island is on a larger island called New Guinea.
Micronesia, yeah, those are the islands. Polynesia? What? Poly meaning many, I guess. Australasia. Oh no, that's evil, bro.
The island is on a larger island called New Guinea, shared by the Papua and West Papua regions of Indonesia, which make up the 2nd largest island in the world after Greenland. The border is Polynesia. The island is which make up the 2nd largest island in the world after Greenland.
Okay, I feel like that should be enough info for now. Of course, if we are like going by, you know, watching full videos about each of these countries, it'll take at least like 50 years, bro. We're just gonna learn some quick, interesting facts about them that make them like, you know, pretty memorable. One, it's like right next to Australia by like 4 kilometers because of one island. It's also the 2nd biggest island besides Greenland. Damn, that's interesting. Okay, let's check out Micronesia now.
Want to hear a Micronesia joke?
No!
Too bad. Imagine a dog named Ray on a dinner date. When the bill came, he had to use his paw and pay, but then was shook and surprised because Ray was broke. Yep.
Alright, that's 4 strikes. You know the drill.
So worth it!
Guys, please don't click off the video. I promise we're gonna learn something.
First of all, the country lies in the sub-region of the Pacific Ocean known as Micronesia, which is obviously where the country gets its name from, which also includes the states of Palau, Nauru, parts of Kiribati, and the US territories of Guam and the Northern Mariana Islands and Wake Island. Of 607 islands, sometimes collectively referred to as the Caroline Islands, these take up over 1 million. All the islands are divided into 4 states made up of island clusters. They are Yap, Chuk, Pompey, not Pompeii, Pompey. Oh, and don't forget this little straggler, Kapingamarangi belongs to it. And finally, Little Kosrae, with airfields
Okay,
and
this is just a lot of random facts
about
it.
And small dispute with Spain over that little straggler guy, Kapingamarangi. Apparently, when the Spanish sold out their islands to the Germans, this little...
Hey, you have a lot of ocean.
Yeah?
With fish in it.
Yeah, so?
I want to go fish in it.
Pay up a couple $1 million and we'll give you a seasonal license.
And that's how they subsidize a part of their GDP. Food-wise, you get the typical island state.
Okay, so I basically watched through the entire video about him, like, you know, going on about Micronesia. Yeah, so Micronesia was kind of boring. I'm sorry, like it's boring, bro. There wasn't, unlike Papua New Guinea, second biggest island, you know, kind of close to Australia. This one, it's a lot of islands spread out over a lot of area. That's it. Alright, next country, Palau.
Right,
this man has made a video on every country on Earth.
Once upon a time, there was a custody battle with a child between the US and Japan, but also the Philippines too, kind of. Yet for some reason, Spain and Germany were arguing, yet the baby was technically descended from Taiwan, who had no claim over it, yet gave them a lot of money because they didn't want China to get too cozy, and they make great barbecue.
Is that it?
Western part of the Carolina Islands and the Pacific Ocean region known as Micronesia, not to be confused with the Federated States of Micronesia, which is a country within Micronesia. It is made up of over 340 islands, some say as much as 500 if you include smaller...
You're trying to tell me Palau, just like Micronesia, is like a bunch of 500 islands? My god, bro. Well, that kind of makes Micronesia harder to remember and also distinguish.
The country is further divided into 16 states, each with their own little flag. Don't forget these little islands way down south, known as the Southwest Islands.
Oh, I definitely will, trust me.
Helen Reef only has like 3 people living on it. Most of the country is interconnected through a series of First off, Palau essentially sits right on the Ring of Fire at the Palau Trench, which is an offshoot crack near the Mariana Trench, not too far from Challenger Deep, the deepest oceanic depth discovered. This is basically how the country formed, as volcanic activity forged the islands we see today in a long, wispy, speckled archipelago following the large Babaldob Island, which is the second largest island in Micronesia after Guam. Most of the country is lush and green with tropical vegetation.
Okay, I feel like that's good enough. That's good enough. Okay, the info about Palau was way more interesting than Micronesia. I'm sorry. Just like Micronesia, Palau is also like a island chain. It has a lot of islands, you know, 500. Let's go to the Marshall Islands.
Monster to grow is Godzilla! But seriously, this place has some cool stuff, like no copyright law! Come visit if you think that it is a bluff! Marshall Islands!
Marshall Islands, little controversial, but still...
Oh boy, this might be interesting.
Pandering much? You bet. Hi, Gen Z! The one thing most people know about this place is the Bikini Atoll, where Godzilla was basically born. No, but seriously, apart from that, this country actually has quite a unique history.
I like Godzilla, so I'll remember that.
The majority of the land are made up of atolls, which are basically ring-shaped islands that are edges of unbreached underwater volcanoes. And the Pacific has tons of them. This means that the people have to deal with life in extremely narrow land corridors that could only sometimes be a few meters wide. The main airport runway was literally built to be wider than the actual coral sandbank it sits on. Most people travel to other atolls either by charter boat or small plane. Fortunately, the
I'm gonna be honest, you might as well just consider them not land at that point. Alright, that should be enough for the Marshall Islands. So basically, the Marshall Islands are... I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but a bunch of islands, but something interesting about them. They're made of like volcanic islands, right? Imagine volcanoes underwater. But the, you know, tips of the volcano, right? The outer ring of it is poking out of the water. So you have the perimeter of the volcano as islands, which are not even, like, sometimes they're so small, they're just a few meters wide, which is insane, bro. You might as well just not use them at that point, right? But I guess it is a part of the Pacific Ocean, so any land is good land, you know? And also Godzilla is from there. Yeah, so next, Nauru? Yeah, Nauru, let's go. Oh, for the first time, Google is actually kind of giving a bit of a clutch. Nauru is the 3rd smallest country in the world. Damn. Only larger than Vatican and Monaco. Yeah, damn. And this time, it's not an island chain, it's literally just a tiny island. The third smallest island in the world. In fact, yeah, that's enough. Okay, next, Solomon Islands. Okay, this one I was kind of expecting it since it literally says islands in the title. Yeah, hundreds of islands. In fact, over 900. Damn.
So, the name Solomon Islands, it came from this Spanish dude who named it after the biblical King Solomon in hopes that he would find a lot of riches here. He never colonized it, he just passed by, right? Yeah. Anyway, Solomon Islands...
He definitely colonized it, huh? Okay, I've only went through 2 minutes, which were pretty boring. But considering the fact, this has literally 0 replay value, let me guess, it's gonna be like Micronesia, huh? I'll leave it at King Solomon, that's about it.
Kiribati.
I don't know why I'm doing this, but it's fun.
Kiribati. It's pronounced Kiribati. For some weird reason, the TI makes an S sound.
Y'all can go die, bro. What? Okay, Kiribati. Yeah, fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm not blaming it on him. He's just, you know.
When it comes to time zones, no country compares to the sheer confusion that is Kiribati. Let's explain. First of all, the country is made up of 33 island atolls and in what is technically
all of them are just island colonies, bro.
Over 40% of the landmass belongs to Kiritimati Island, the largest atoll in the world, which has all those wavy pockets. The country is made up of 3 main island chains: the 16 Gilbert or Kiribati Islands, the Phoenix or Rawaki Islands, made up of Atoll, Jarvis Island, and Kingman Reef, belong to the U.S. as minor outlying island territories. Then you have the little offshoot international.
Oh boy, wait, really something interesting.
Kiribati's island chains pass through both the international dateline and the equator. This makes them the only country in the world to straddle across 4 hemispheres.
Wait, what?
Techniquement, si vous incluez mon territoire d'outre-mer. Oh my,
yeah,
France. Let them have this one, I swear. Now you would think
4 hemispheres.
Incluez mon territoire d'outre-mer. Oh my, France, just let them have this one, I swear. Now you would think that being past the anti-meridian would mess up the country's week schedule. I mean, 2/3 of the country would be stuck in yesterday as the remainder would be forever in Tomorrowland, right? Well, in 1995, they got sick of the confusion and they changed it to UTC plus 13 for the Phoenix Islands, which Tonga, Tokelau, and Samoa respectively joined, and the furthest extending one, UTC plus 14, just for the Line Islands.
The only country on Earth, besides France, to have be a part of 4 different hemispheres. The North and the South, because it's like a middle of the equator. Huh. Damn, okay, I thought this would be way further south, you know, because Australia's here. So you told me Australia is like only barely below the line? Surely not, right? Yeah, on the map it's like heavily under the line. I'm guessing there's some islands over here or something. Not entirely accurate. Because here it says Palau is like 1 island rather than like, you know, 500? Yeah, 500, 600. Yeah, at that point it's just shitty memory though. Yeah, I'll leave that part, bro. Let's get into the final bunch. Vanuatu, I guess. Vanuatu. Another island chain. Yay. Wow, we haven't seen that before.
Okay, admit it. You probably don't know anything about this country. Which is great, because that's exactly the type of video I love making on this channel. Welcome to our final figurine in the in Oceania. Even heard of this place? Yeah, of course I have. Okay, then tell me something about it. It's in Oceania. You just said that. You win this round. But other than that, let's jump into the episode.
That's probably me in about like 10 minutes, bro.
Also, you can remember it's Vanuatu because the islands kind of make up a V shape. Technically a Y, but whatever. Remember, it's Vanuatu because the islands kind of make up a V shape. Technically a Y,
pretty cool.
Whatever, close enough.
Yeah, we'll go with Y. Islands, whatever, you know what, screw it. That's all I'm gonna learn unless there's actually something more interesting here. I don't remember any of these, bro. What the heck? Why is there a DBZ fight in a video about a country in Oceania that nobody has heard of, bro? What the hell, bro?
Alright, sorry I'm late, just taking care of something.
They have an Avenger in here, bro?
Let's get to it. So as Barb's was saying...
What did I walk into?
Cousins, they look similar. Remember, dugongs have the dolphin-like tail.
You know, entering the series, I thought we were about to like learn... It's gonna be so smooth, right? So interesting, so knowledgeable. But damn. This guy, yeah, geography now might just make up... I'm basically screen recording and stealing their videos from the looks of things.
tail, whereas manatees have that flat, round paddle-like tail. All right, that's it for me, and now I have
Why
to
are they
tend to some
talking
animals
about
of my
whales,
own,
bro?
My daughters. Pray for me.
He has had no sleep.
I'm so tired.
Thanks, kid.
What did I walk into?
And the interesting thing is, and we've explained this before, Melanesians are the only few non-European peoples on Earth that can naturally grow blonde hair thanks to the mutation of the TYRP1 gene.
Okay, that is kinda OP.
People
That is
Solomon
OP
Islands
to
and
remember,
Vanuatu
bro.
have
That is
And
OP for the
interesting
book
thing is,
knowledge.
and we grow blonde hair thanks to the mutation of the TYRP1 gene.
That
And
is so
of Melanesian
cool.
people,
I mean, I guess that applies to, yeah, Melanesia or the whole Oceania region about Australia and shit.
about how the people of Vanuatu have shaped and molded themselves over the millennia. Here's Hannah with culture stuff.
Geography peeps, me and Robin. Say hi, Robin. Say hello from Alabama. I am out of town,
Oh,
so
no.
I am unable to do my segment, but you don't worry, I will be back. You just wait, whoever's taking over my segment, you can't have my job. I'm coming for you.
Hey everybody, it's me, Hannah from Alabama.
Okay. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay, we are getting close to the full thing now. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I have a little bit of a headache, I'm not gonna lie. So we pretty much have to memorize everything. Australia, New Zealand, big boys, Palau, Mariana Trench, Micronesia, boring as I'm so sorry, Micronesians, please don't kill me. Marshall Islands, Godzilla, Papua New Guinea, second largest island in the world. That is so insane, yet you've never heard of the number one, number two effect, right? People know about Armstrong but don't know about Buzz Aldrin, even though I just proved that wrong by knowing about Buzz Aldrin. We don't talk about that. Nauru, third smallest country on the planet. Yep. I think Marshall Islands also were the ones that were based off volcano. In fact, all of them are basically volcano. I'm gonna be honest, bro. There doesn't seem to be much of a difference between them. Like, I don't want to sound, you know, crazy or anything, but all of them are basically the same. I'm gonna be honest. This region, right? They're the same. Bunch of islands, all volcano shaped. All conquered and colonized by the United States, had federal agreement or something in 1991, something like that, right? Solomon Islands, named after King Solomon. Vanuatu, shaped like a V or a Y. Kiribati. This one actually does have an interesting fact about it. Besides France, it's like the only one that is divided across 4 hemispheres. One on the top, one on the bottom, because equator. One on the left, one on the right because of time zone, along with Japan, I guess. Kinda discredits Japan, huh? Next, Tuvalu. Apart from the difficulty to access, Tuvalu is on the list of islands that are most likely to disappear into the ocean. Okay, why am I laughing, bro? That's actually not funny. But hey, that means the world's least visited nation likely to disappear. Tuvalu, I am so sorry for the 11,000 people from there. I mean, the likelihood of you guys watching is impossible, but even if one of you is watching, I'm so sorry, bro. The only facts I know about your country is it is the world's least visited country, opposite of France, I think. And it's gonna disappear soon because of global warming. Wow, that is so dirty. That is so dirty of me. I feel like I don't even need to try Fiji. Fiji is just genuinely, for some reason, one of the most popular spots on Earth for some reason. I don't know why. We've all like not really thought about it, but it's been mentioned in so many cartoons, all that sort of thing, you know? Yeah, fun fact, it is an island chain. I genuinely thought it was gonna be just one island. It's hundreds of islands. Wow, okay.
Finally, today we break history in Australia. Say hi to your new friend, Fiji.
Oh, can't you like give me maybe New Zealand or something? Like,
I'm doing the videos alphabetically. You just friggin' figure out a way to get along until Kiribati comes up. And this is the region of Micronesia, not to be confused with the sovereign country of Micronesia, even though it lies in the Micronesia region. The nearest neighbors are Vanuatu.
Okay, you know what? Screw figuring more about Fiji. Everyone knows Fiji. And we all know all facts about Fiji. Am I right, boys? Am I right or am I right? Come on. Everyone knows about Fiji. We know all the history. Yeah. Okay, next, Samoa.
If Polynesia was a family, Samoa would be kind of like the kingpin great-grandfather. Technically, every Samoan is considered royalty. But it all comes down to how good of a royal can you be? I mean, sure, if you got ties to the Ainga Tupu, it helps. But anything is up for grabs in Ofona o Matai if your Falupenga is on point. And once you got the Tama a Ainga title, you can secure a spot as the Ola au Ola Malo.
Why am I doing this?
The country is located in Oceania in the Pacific Ocean, specifically in the largest subregion known as Polynesia, shaped like a triangle starting in New Zealand, going up to Hawaii, and ending in Easter Island. Polynesia has over a Oceania in the... Now keep in mind, the independent nation of Samoa is different from the US overseas territory of American Samoa, which sits at the shortest distance less than 100 miles or 160 kilometers away. Keep in mind though, the most absolutely mind-boggling thing between these islands is that they are literally divided by the international date line, which means they share the same time of day, but are exactly 24 hours apart, with American Samoa perpetually living in Yesterdayland and Samoa in Tomorrowland. Technically, you can go to the future or past within a quick 35-minute flight between them. This is kind of why people typically buy 2 one-way tickets instead of a round-trip package when traveling between the 2 islands. It's... Okay, that should be enough. Oh boy, final one. I like how this has turned from a fun adventure to some sort of joke. Oh my god, I got like 6 more continents. Alright, first off, it's pronounced Tonga, not Tong-a.
Of course it is, like Kiribati, right? Wow.
Tonga, meaning south in many Polynesian languages, actually played a huge crucial role in developing much of the culture of Polynesia. These 2 little specks have a weird back and forth backstory, kinda goes like this.
I'm a rich American, and I'm gonna claim this Terra Nullius as my own. And I'm gonna build a tower, reclaim the land, create a currency, and make myself the president!
Nope, get out. I'm annexing these guys. I'm naming them, I'm gonna build some navigation lights, and I'm gonna raise my f***ing flag, man.
Okay, no. These islands are not yours, and cannot be under the UNCLOS agreements, as they are partially submerged reefs.
Okay, you know what? Let's settle this. How about I give you the Manura Reefs in exchange for the Lau Islands? Many of our people have ancestors and relatives on those islands.
So you want me to give you all of this for these 2 reefs?
Yes.
Kind of an interesting negotiation tactic, but hey, Tonga just doesn't back down. What it comes down to is Tonga is the only country in the Pacific that has never been colonized. They were under British protectorate. British protectorate status, and they signed many agreements with them, but the royal family still had full control over the nation. Which actually leads us to the other thing. Tonga is the only indigenous monarchy-ruled country in Oceania, with Tupu VI as the current king, coronated in 2015. Tongan royalty actually goes back way further to the 10th century, with about 35 other monarchs having taken the throne. This guy being the king. Tongan tradition actually goes back thousands of years. Some say as early as the Lapita culture complex, starting at about 1500 to 1000 BC. Over time, they built up the Tuitonga thalassocracy. It was like,
wow, you guys are so friendly, making me a feast. I'm gonna call you guys the Friendly Islands. The Friendly Islands, that's what I'm gonna call you.
Okumaloto ke te mati I koe. At least this is according to...
After nearly a full hour in, I think we've went through what we need to know, right? Okay, this will be a summary, that sort of thing. Let's go for it. Australia, New Zealand, sheep, Papua New Guinea, then Palau, Micronesia, Godzilla Land, Marshall Islands, Solomon Islands, King Solomon, Nauru, smallest island, yep. Tuvalu, least visited place on the planet, yep. Kiribati, not Kiribati, even though it's better to remember it as Kiribati because that helps you remember the name. We have the Y-shaped one, which was Vanuatu, because it's kind of shaped like a V as well, Vanuatu. 3 left. Samoa, right next to American Samoa. 2 different days, right next to each other though. Nice. Fiji, everyone knows Fiji, everyone loves Fiji. And then Tonga, right? Yeah, so damn. We got him. 100%. We know all of them. 2 minutes 30 seconds. Let's go over a brief recap of all of them though. We know there's planet Earth. Then this region is called Oceania. It is divided into like 4 sections. There's the Australasia, I guess. Australia and New Zealand, most popular part. Then there's Polynesia. It goes from New Zealand to Hawaii, right next to the US, right? Then all the way to Easter Island. Easter Island, this might be surprising why I remember that. If I'm not wrong, that is the most isolated part on the entire planet. Real Life Flow has made like a video about that. That's Polynesia. This is Melanesia, occupied by Melanesians, one of the only type of people on Earth besides Europeans to be blonde. Pretty cool. Then this is Micronesia. And yeah, that should be about it. So I completely understand why it's the least talked about section. I'm not gonna lie, I did find it like to be a bit of a homework section more than being actually interested in things. Of course, there were certain sections that were actually interesting. Kiribati, the only one that is a part of 4 hemispheres, right? Tonga, the only one that wasn't conquered. It is its own monarchy. But either way, slow introduction, you know, and getting my foot on the gas, you know. I don't even want to think about how Africa is gonna feel since there's 54 countries there. But to be honest, I do know some of them, right? So next one, if like I hopefully will be able to do another part, should be, in fact, let me see what old me did.
Mexico. No. Let's start from top to bottom. Canada. USA. I mean, is USA technically at the top? Nah.
Yep. North America. Say less.
Nah. Canada's more north. Mexico. Nicaragua.
That's kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we'll call it there. Hopefully you've learned something new. I've definitely learned something new. But though I'll keep that as a different question, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, we'll call it there. See ya.